Night Blitz is sponsored by Hardee's, Don Hudson Insurance, Makadoos, Wicked Diesel, the law offices of Chris White, and the U.S. Army.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Farrell. Hoping your day is wonderful and blessed. Welcome to the latest edition of the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We are in week 6 of the regular season, so let's get the party started. We have 12 highlights with our game of the week.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
Well, our game of the week takes us to Ridgeway for a pair of Piedmont District teams on a 3-game winning streak. The Magna Vista Warriors hosting the George Washington Eagles. This is the 17th meeting between the teams. GW leading the series 9-7, but Magna Vista, they won the last 2 meetings, including at GW last year was 46-14. George Washington lost last one over Magna Vista on October the 29th, 2001, a 28-10 win at the Hole. So let's go to the Hole with all the action. And you see the band is playing and everybody's fired up. First quarter action of this ball game, and it's going to be Magna Vista jumping on the board first. Ethan Dukes takes the snap in for the score. It's 7-0 Warriors. We are now tied at 7. The Warriors with the possession. Simeon Moore airs it out, connecting with Torian Younger. That's a touchdown catch here. 14-7 Warriors. Second quarter, same score. The Warriors Moore. He's scrambling around looking for something to do with it, and he's going to find an open receiver. Instead, he's going to make a house call. Take it to the house, young fella. You got one. Magna Vista up 21-7. GW, though, on the break down the field. This is Jaden Glenn. He's going to find some running room, and he does the sideline run, making it the touchdown. It's 21-14 with that score there, but Magna Vista quickly responds. Duke takes a snap, breaks a few tackles. Boom, get off me, son. And he got it in there with the 2-point conversion. It is 29-14 Magna Vista, but GW, they're going to get the last laugh in the first half. How about Glenn carrying it all the way? Takes the mail to the house. Touchdown. GW down 29-21 at the half. But we go to the fourth quarter, late in the ball game. The Eagles are trailing in this ball game with just seconds to go. It's Nehemiah Cabell. Look at that defense, by the way, by GW. But anyway, you see right here, moving the ball, they're going deep, and there's going to be an interception. Big-time interception by the George Washington Eagles. Right there, a big play. But we go to the fourth quarter. Nehemiah Cabell is going to fumble. The snap goes there, and he's going to hit, and that's going to be picked off by Magna Vista with the interception. But then we go into the ball game here late in the contest. Things are rocking and rolling at the end. And GW Danville, they're going to try to get something going here. You see the score, it's 42-36. But let me show you the play that did it. The fumbled snap by Nehemiah Cabell. He quickly picks it up, and Cabell is going to take it to the house. And that is the game-winning touchdown for George Washington. With the 2-point conversion, they go on and get the win. The Eagles, they win over the Warriors tonight, 42-36. We're off to Livingston, where it's the Nelson County Governors hosting the William Campbell Generals. William Campbell, they won the last 11 in the matchup and 12-13. First quarter, the Generals. Montavious Thompson takes it in there, and he's going to get the score. That's a touchdown, 6-0. William Campbell with the MSPAT. And the Nelson County fans are cheering, but they got something going on right here. Look at this, the Governors right here. How about Colton Baker, the Hauser Boyette? Touchdown. It's 7-6 Nelson County. And the kids like Martha and the Vandellas, they're dancing in the street, or in the stands in this case. But then William Campbell, how about Thompson Reed here? Trayvon gets it in for the touchdown. And it's Nelson County. They're going to get the win tonight by the score of 30-22, the final in that contest. We're fresh off their bye week. How about the Perry McClure Fighting Blues hosting the Fort Chiswell Pioneers in Williams Field in Buena Vista? First quarter action, Fort Chiswell. Ethan Martin, he's going to call his own number, or hands it off rather, and he's going to get it in. He gets the mail to the pay window. That's a touchdown. It is 7-0 Pioneers. But Perry McClure would have an answer. How about Nathan Glass shatter his way into the zone? Touchdown. We're tied at 7. To the second quarter we go. Perry McClure is going to go to the air. How about Glass hooking up with Peyton Montgomery, making it 14-7 Fighting Blues. And more Perry McClure's Jacob Schaefer takes it in. He's going to get a score. And Perry McClure, they go on and get the win tonight over Fort Chiswell by the score of 32-25 on that matchup. Meanwhile, how about Patrick County and Floyd County, a pair of 3-2 teams? Floyd County, they've won the last 14 in the series and 16 of 17. How about Jack Leroy for the Buffaloes? Carries one into the touchdown, and that made it 7-0 Floyd. Then a little defense from Floyd County because they've been playing well. How about Jalen Corn's going to fumble the ball, and then Max Harris is going to strip it away. That's what you call a scoop and a score. In fact, 2 scoops if you're nasty. That's a touchdown. 14-0 Floyd. But then on the next play, how about Joe March, which we'll be talking about him later in the show. He's going to take it to the outside, and he takes it in on a 40-yard score. That made it 22-0 on the great 2-point conversion. And then how about Floyd County's Sam Phillips? He's going to move around, make some moves. The bigger the cuts, the bigger the rhyme. How about that to the touchdown? He hits the pylon, and he gets it in down to the 1-yard line. But then he's going to call his own number. Since you ran it that far, take it in, young fella. You got it. 29-0 Floyd at the half. And the Buffaloes, they are 4-2 on the season. They get a shutout win, 36-0 over the Cougars. Let's go to the scoreboard. We have Craig County going to 3-1 with a 49-0 win over Phelps, Kentucky. Franklin County, it's Brookville over Franklin County. They go to 3-2, 24-13 win there. William Fleming, 5-0 on the year with a shutout win down in Halifax, 49-0. And Patrick Henry, they go to 3-3 with a 24-7 win over the Pulaski County Cougars. Coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, with all your action, the Radford Bobcats take on their second straight undefeated team in the Glenver Highlanders in 3 years district play. Stick and stay, please.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Band of the Week. And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Unsung Hero, sponsored by the law offices of Chris White.
All right, this week's Unsung Hero, Pulaski County native, VHSL Executive Director Billy Hahn, as he announced he's going to retire from the Executive Director role effective July 1st of next year. Now, Billy Hahn has been in that role since July 1st, 2016. 36 years of great educational experience, so congratulations to you, Dr. Hahn, on a great career and being our Unsung Hero. Well, in the house, WXR weekend sports anchor Ryan Moy. He was in the New River Valley tonight for a Three Rivers District matchup. Ryan, these two teams have had some spirited rivals over the years.
Oh, absolutely. The Glenver Highlanders at 4-0 taking on the 3-2 Radford Bobcats. This is the 30th meeting. Radford leads the series 16-13. Bobcats won last year's meeting 36-3 at Glenver in the regular season, and 29-24 at home in the Region 2C finals. Now, Radford lost last Thursday at Allegheny 27-9, while the Highlanders, well, they were off last week. In Glenver's 4 wins, they have outscored their opponents 187-8. Oh my goodness, including shutting out their last 3 opponents. Let's head to Lindbergh Field, though. Bobcats versus the Highlanders. First quarter, Radford's Luke Gaither, he's going to air it all the way out. And guess who's there? Jaden Hendricks is there. He says, that's mine, in the end zone for the touchdown. Cats on the board first. Won't get the extra point. That's 6-0 Radford. Highlanders, though, clapping back. Brody Doyat, he finds Peyton the real deal for the score. Glenver with the 7-6 lead. 2 minutes left in the quarter, though. Bobcats clawing their way back. Gaither throws, but it's going to be picked off right there. Boom, Cooper Mullins. Well, just take it all the way to the house, ducking defenders left and right for the pick 6. Highlanders in the driver's seat with the 14-6 lead. Second quarter, though, Glenver ball around the 20. Doyat, though, he finds Kale Vaughn for the touchdown. Well, to get the extra point, that makes it 21-6. The Highlanders win this one 37-12. Glenver remains undefeated on the year. Well, last night at Bogle Stadium, Salem Spartans going for their 3rd win in a row. And last night against the winless Hidden Valley, Salem perfect 21-0. But check this out, first quarter, Spartans with the 2nd play of the game. Eli Taylor, well, of course, that's Kashid Arrington. Just blew right by me on the sideline. Well, he takes it all the way in. And look at that. They get on the board first, make it 7-2 0. But Salem gets the ball back. This time it's Josiah Persinger out of the backfield, takes off from around the opposite 30 all the way to the house untouched. Jersey is clean. Spartans up 14-0. Salem not done yet though. Second quarter, ball around the 45. Mr. Harrington, well, he's just going to take it all the way to the end zone with the afterburners. That's a touchdown. Spartans with a 21-0 lead. Spartans get their third straight win with a 56-6 victory over Hidden Valley. Well, Spartans get their momentum going in the second half of the season, Jermaine.
I tell you what, there was some good stuff in Glenbury. Definitely got that big win, and they wanted that one, so congratulations there. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to Bogle Stadium as K-Spring Knights playing their second game in 4 days. They took on the undefeated Williamsburg Terriers. Now, Bird, they've won 7 of the last 8 meetings. Bird was off last week, and they have shut out their last 3 opponents. In all, they've only given up a touchdown all year. So let's go out to Bogle Stadium, and it was already 40-3 when we got there, and this was right before the half, and in the end, Bird's just going to do it again, and they got a touchdown right there as the quarterback, Mr. Lutz, hooking up there for the end zone. That's a touchdown. William Bird wins this one 47-3. So the Terriers 5-0 sets up next week's battle of unbeatens between Bird and Fleming at Vinton. Meanwhile, Christiansburg with their second straight game at home as they're taking on the Riverheads Gladiators. Riverheads won last year's meeting by 3. The Blue Demons down early, but not for long. Isaiah Cano fakes the handoff, shows the skills, breaking off a long one down the line, and he is, look at the cut there, a little jive action. 60 yards later, that's a 6 for the touchdown. However, would not be enough as Riverheads, for the second year in a row, they get the win by 3 points over the Blue Demons, 10-7. Let's go back to the scoreboard. Bassett evens their record to 3-3 with a 30-13 win over Mecklenburg County. Alta Vista goes to 5-0, 29-8 over Appomattox. Amherst County putting a woodshed beat down on Harrisonburg, 69-0. East Rockingham beating Rockbridge County 42-7. And Martinsville evens their record to 3-3, 25-0 shutout over Tunstall. Coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, all your action about 1 teams from Lynchburg, the Heritage Pioneers hosting the Northside Vikings. Stick and stay, please.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Hardee's Fan Cam, sponsored by Hardee's. And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz is back.
Well, a strong matchup from City Stadium in Lynchburg. The Heritage Pioneers hosting the Northside Vikings. And both teams are coming off of tough losses, but the Vikings were off last week. This is the 19th meeting in the series. Heritage leads at 12-5-1. Pioneers won last year at the Vikings 40-7. Let's go to Big Orange Country. As in, there it is, Big Orange Country. We're there. We got the welcome back. Thank you very much. Pioneers and Vikings hooking up. So we're going to go here about Aiden Slash to QB. Look at this run. This is probably the determination run of the night. He will not be denied. Touchdown. 7-0 Heritage from 14 yards out. Then Slash again using his legs. He's like ZZ Top. Takes it into the house. 14-0 Heritage. But Aiden Slash can run, but he can throw as well. How about Emery Kelso? Touchdown. 21-0 Heritage. The Pioneers, they go to 4-1 with a 31-13 win over Northside. Meanwhile, we're off to Gretna. The Hawks on a 3-game winning streak, taking on the Dan River Wildcats on a 3-game lose streak. Gretna ended a 4-game lose streak to Dan River last year, 34-0. Gretna up 7-0 in this contest, and they would add to it courtesy of the running back Khalil Waller. He's going to take this one to the outside, and the young fellas got it. Touchdown, 13-0 Gretna Hawks. Gretna goes for the air, a little pressure here, but look at the defense by the Wildcats. Demarion Robertson has the ball, and he knows what to do with it. He's going to go to the pay window. He has a reservation for 6 in the zone. That made it 13-7. Gretna's lead cut by 6. Still same score. How about Rashawn Logan for Gretna hooking up with Demarion Hicks? And look at this play. He just makes the catch, and he's going to do the rest. Strolls into the end zone. 19-7 with the failed 2-point conversion. Gretna gets their 4th win in a row, 41-14 over Dan River. We go to Manita for a private school action. Smith Mountain Lake Christian Ospreys hosting the undefeated Fredericksburg Christian squad. The Eagles trip Blaylock to Bishop Hurd Samuels. Gets it in for the touchdown for Fredericksburg Christian, the early 7-0 lead. Later, Christian Ray, he's going to do something with the rock. That's called running through the defense, making the move. He's going to take it to the house. He's gone. That's a score. 14-0 Fredericksburg Christian, and Fredericksburg Christian shuts out Smith Mountain Lake Christian by the score of 48-0. Our final stop on the highlight reel takes us back to Chatham. Norcross Raiders visiting the Hargrave Military. Raiders have won the last 15 meetings. Hargrave last beat Norcross back in 2007. How about Brock Miles? He's going to go to the air. He's going to hook up with my man Jace Rhodes, who does the catch and the spin, and he just makes the move to the zone. That's going to be a touchdown. The Raiders go up 7-0. Same score. The combination was so nice, we're going to do it twice. It's Miles to Rhodes with the catch, and that's going to be a touchdown. 15-0 Raiders. More Raiders. Brock Miles goes to the air, not as long this time. He goes to Tristan Langs, who runs his way to the zone with the extra point there on the 2-point verge, 23-0. The Raiders make it 16 straight over the Tigers in a shutout, 45-0 over Hargrave Military. And let's go to the scores we have on the board right now. James River losing to Carroll County 32-25. Giles gets their first win of the season over Eastern Montgomery 55-6. Roanoke Catholic is 3-2 with a 21-14 win over Montcalm, West Virginia. Stonewall Jackson defeating the Virginia Spartans 51-16. And then tomorrow, Galax will take on George Wythe Saturday at 1.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by Wicked Diesel.
Well, this week's player did a little bit of everything on offense and defense. Not only did he run for over 180 yards and 3 scores, he also had 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown as well, and 2 blocked PATs in his team's 46-12 win over James River. And guess what? He's your player of the week.
Joe March, tailback, Floyd County High School. I mean, it was great. It was a lot of fun. Definitely had a great time. And running touchdowns, when your line blocks for you too, it's everybody. It takes the whole team. And when there's a hole, the size of a truck, and you can run through it and you see the end zone, it's a great feeling. Defensively, we also had a great game. We pretty much shut down the passing game and the run game. And that's great as a defense. Defense wins championships. So, and then on that punt return they had, it was a fumble, got knocked out by one of my teammates, and I picked it up and ran it back, touchdown. It means a lot. Senior season might be my last season. We all seniors, all on the team, we all want to leave it all out there and have a great season, make it as far into the playoffs as we can.
What does it mean when you put that Buffaloes jersey on?
Just leave it all out there and have a good time, have fun. It's football, have fun.
Who kind of got you into football?
My older brother, Jack. He played football. He was 44. I was 44 up until 7th or 8th grade, and then I changed it because I had to differentiate a little bit. I think we can make a state run. We definitely have we put in the effort. We're here every day of the week. We're putting in hours. We've got great coaching too. The coaching staff is phenomenal, and I definitely think we can make a very deep run in the playoffs.
It's time for Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Mock-Edited Play of the Night, sponsored by Mock-A-Doos.
All right, folks, our Mock-Edited Play of the Night. We go back to Radford, taking on Glenver. And Glenver's Cooper Mullen says, I got the ball and I know what to do with it. Number 1 in the program, and in everybody's heart over in Highlander heaven, takes us to the zone. The pick 6 leads for Glenver, getting that 37-12 win over Radford to stay perfect on the season. Mr. Mullins, you get our play of the night, courtesy of Mock-A-Did It.
It's time for Hardee's Friday Night Blitz in the Trenches, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
Our In the Trenches segment, we're going to give it to the Heritage offensive line. In Big Orange Country, they worked hard. There's some beef right there. Of course, Aiden Slash responsible for all the touchdowns, running and passing. But it was the offensive line that did the job for the Pioneers. The Big Orange Country offensive line in Heritage Pioneers and getting our In the Trenches honor for this week. Well, folks, guess what? That does it for this edition of the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We'll have this show on momentarily at WFSRTV.com. Thank you for watching the show. I'm Jermaine Farrell. Hope all of your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night and weekend, everybody.